Hey, he's back.
Hey, I am back. Welcome to the Utterly Useless Podcast, the 1 hour podcast or so that can fill your utterly useless time. I am Brett, the Raiden of the podcast. Off to my left is Jeremy, our Sub-Zero. And to the right of me is Taylor, the Goro of the podcast.
Oh. You were going for Scorpion, weren't you?
I was going for Scorpion.
I only know what Scorpion says. Get over here. What does Raiden and Sub-Zero say? I don't even remember.
I don't know what Sub-Zero says.
Lightning. Freeze.
Yes,
That takes me back to...
That's what they say. Get over here. Freeze. Lightning.
It's kind of like...
Goro's like, 2 extra arms.
Despicable Me 2. Maybe you shouldn't announce what you're doing before you do it.
Oh, yeah. Lipstick taser.
I love Despicable Me.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Also, the new Minion movie, I think very close to just as good as Despicable Me 2.
Wow.
I think Despicable Me 2 is the best of the franchise, but the newest movie, I think, is so close to being up there.
Wow.
Okay.
That's saying a lot.
Yeah. All right. Well, I have the introductory quote. And so I will say, tell me, when the first show is over, will you still love me when I'm incredibly a humunguloid giant star? Yes. Will you still love me when I'm hanging out with my Ravi Shakir phase? Yes. Will you still love me when I'm in my carbohydrate sequence jumpsuit young girl in white cotton panties walking up a pool of your own choice or pool of your own vomit bloated purple dead on the toilet phase? Yes. Okay, party bonus.
What is this from?
This is Wayne's World.
Okay. When I heard
Oh my
party at
goodness.
the end, I was like, I think it's Wayne's World.
Yep. It's when they're on top of the club.
Oh, okay.
And like, he's like, can I tell you something? Sure.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Nihonga. I'm sorry if that was insensitive, but he says, I look pretty, or you look pretty in Cantonese. So whatever that is.
All right, merit badges. What do we got?
Okay,
Well-
so merit badges. We have, I will, since I'm starting us off, I have the lost money merit badge.
Oh,
Now,
no.
this is not like your
Dun, dun, dun.
ordinary lost money merit badge. So a little while ago, so I have some gift cards that I got from my students for the end of the year, and I don't use them unless I remember them. And so I just put a whole bunch of them in my a pair of shorts, and I was going to make sure that I forced myself to use them. I've since misplaced / maybe lost the shorts that I put about $100 worth of gift cards in, and I can't find it. Also, twist, the color of my shorts is camouflage color.
Oh, wow. So they're probably right there and you just can't see them.
I sat there, I'm like, could I be wearing my camouflage shorts? No, but could I?
So now I imagine that you're going to be like walking like a mile away from your house. Then all of a sudden you're going to be like, wait a second. Those aren't leaves. My pants.
I took
and
off my
gift
pants here. I
cards.
forgot. I took my pants out here in public. I was feeling a little hot.
Hey, being hot is a real thing.
It is. And pants are the worst.
Yep.
AKA shorts.
Yeah, so I have the lost money merit badge. So that just is a picture of some probably like stick figure bathroom guy pulling out his pockets, and I could hear dropping out of his eyeball.
But what if he's looking for his shorts?
Oh, I mean, I would say at least in my merit
Yeah.
badge, the shorts would be there, but they're not there because they're camouflage. So there might be some shorts in the background. There might not be.
There may or may not. That's the mystery.
The Schrodinger shorts.
All right, I'll go next. So my merit badge is the glass shattering merit badge.
Ooh, I love these moments.
So I don't know if this is a true glass shattering one, but to me, it is. It really destroyed me on this YouTube channel. and we've talked about this YouTube channel before on the podcast. Do you know the one? I don't know what it's called at all, but you know when the indigenous people are making those buildings, and all
Yeah.
that stuff.
Oh yeah, the dirt buildings and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Yeah.
Apparently, it's all fake, and I was saddened by that.
What?
Yeah.
It is all fake?
It's all fake. So apparently, in between, they actually have like tractors, backhoes come in and do all the work.
Oh.
So I'm sorry for all those that I destroyed too.
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm fine with the backhoes or whatever, but because like the architecture stuff like that, they still do.
Yeah, but apparently they still have an architecture on site too.
Oh. Okay.
So it's all planned out. And apparently they build these all kind of right next to each other. And of course the water's not where they say it is. It's like not thousands of miles away, but it's miles away. So they're not really piping it in. It's connected to like this thing that's just feeding water in. So and they said if you watch carefully, so these are the things you can see when you watch carefully. Like number one, them filling up buckets or whatever to bring the water over.
Uh-huh.
They reuse that clip over and over from all the different videos. If you look carefully, it's the same exact one. Number two, you can see tractor marks in the dirt. You can even see like the backhoe, like is where it's dug out because it's too smooth to be like from their little sticks of like digging the sides of the walls. But and then there's one of them like you can see the backhoe right here in the background if you look carefully. And so, but the interesting thing is they build these all right next to each other and they're all like left to just fall apart. So they just build it, they film it, and then they move on to like 100 feet over or something like that, do the exact same thing. And then they show pictures like this guy's flying drones over them and just they're all abandoned.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I will never watch those again.
I know, because it made me feel like they were actually doing it, but it makes sense because it was just, they're pumping out content so fast and
yeah,
they're
totally.
just two people.
And they're getting like millions of hits on their videos.
Uh-huh.
So
yeah.
Well, at least I stopped my Indian building carving phase, and I have now moved to like scammer payback and stuff like that. And so as you were like,
the scammer paybacks, those are great.
As you were saying that there was something about YouTube, I'm like, no, please don't tell me about my new favorite thing that I'm watching.
Are you listening to or watching the guy that like hacks into them while they're talking?
So I do scammer payback, and then there's this one guy that I've watched called like Kit Bogo or something like that. I can't remember what the YouTube channel is, but both of them. So
yeah, some of those scammer paybacks are pretty good.
Yeah, they are.
Okay, I guess it's me. I have anxiety for no reason merit badge.
Oh, that's always a fun merit badge to have.
Yeah, and it's totally self-inflicted. But this past week, it has been a wild ride in the NBA world.
Oh, yeah.
And I am constantly checking Twitter for when Donovan Mitchell may or may not be traded. And it is giving me anxiety.
So just out of curiosity, do you think he's being traded?
Who knows?
I think
that's
he is.
That's the problem. I think he is. But the longer that it draws on, I'm thinking that it might be like halfway through the season.
I think.
Or it might be 4 seconds from now. I don't know. And I want to know.
I think Danny Ainge, and he's the GM, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I think he wants the title of, the best, like the most.
He loves like what he did when he was in Boston. He absolutely loves like all of the trades that he pulled off. Like, I think they nicknamed him like Trader Danny or something like that, just because of all the wheels that he has going.
Mhm.
Like it's almost like a plate juggling
yeah.
act.
I mean, he did it with the Rudy Gobert trade. All the GMs are mad at him because he set an impossible standard for other stars. But still, I just want to know. I just need Danny Ainge's number so I can just text him, be like,
hey, is this gonna happen?
And just
What's
find out what
going
ward
on?
he's going to, and just be like, hey,
maybe. But yeah, I need to know.
brother,
I
Ainge.
need.
You said text him at church. So what's going on?
Yeah.
It's like not another one.
I could just imagine.
I'm not one of those crazy fans that comes to your ward and stalks you multiple times.
Now watch. He's probably like, ever since he moved to Utah or whatever, he's probably just like zooming like
Yeah.
everything. He's just like, I'm not stepping foot into church.
Okay, so I will go to his ward, track down his IP address, which will lead me to his real address, and I will find him and just be like, I'm going to be your intern for the next month and a half.
Well, the Jazz are. Did you see the internships that they just? Or I don't know if it's Jazz or whatever, but it's something Jazz related that they
Yeah,
dropped.
it's
internships.
like a video internship or something like that. But
yeah, I could just see though his bishop calling him into his office, like, I need to talk to you. This is serious. So what's going on?
Exactly.
But yeah, like it's totally self-inflicted. If it's going to happen, it's going to happen, and I'm going to find out either way. But I want to know seconds after it breaks.
So wait, just out of curiosity, self-inflicted like by Donovan Mitchell or self-inflicted by the Jazz?
No, by myself. That I'm caring way too much about what's happening with the Utah Jazz, because either way, my life is going on. Either way, I'm still going to be a Jazz fan, so why does it matter?
Yeah, it's true.
So where do you think he could be traded to? Because I've seen Knicks, I've seen
the Heat.
So
yeah.
I think it's going to be the Knicks.
Yeah.
If it happens before the season.
Okay.
But if it happens halfway through the season, I think teams who are on the verge of becoming really good will come up with better packages.
Well, also,
somehow.
Durant could, depending on how he's traded too,
Oh yeah.
could change things up.
I saw that the NBA is not happy with Durant.
No one should be happy with Durant. And the fact is, with Kevin Durant, no team wants him because he's just going to ask for a trade 2 minutes after he gets there. So why are you giving up half of your team for a guy who...
And he's too old to be traded too many more times.
He should just be happy where he's at and just live out his days. He's got his championships. Move on.
I like that you call him old because he's like a year, either your age or like a year or two, maybe younger or older.
Yeah, he's NBA old.
He's my age.
Is he?
Actually, I might be older than him.
Let's look it
I
up.
think he's 33.
Oh.
I thought he was older than that for some reason. He's 33. You're right.
33?
Yeah, so I'm older than him.
Wow.
Yep, and I'm very much older than him. But yeah, he looks older than me, in my opinion. I don't know about you.
Because he's got the bald spot. Oh, wait, you do too.
Yep.
Just kidding. Jeremy doesn't have a bald spot.
He just has a target that his twins target.
I have a reverse yarmulke, I call it. Anyway.
Whoa.
All right, let's go on.
Spin the wheel.
Spin that wheel. Spin that wheel. We put on multiple things and questions on a wheel, and we spin it, then we answer it with the craziness.
That was a great introduction song.
Yeah.
All right, Brett, you're up. What would you have done?
What would you have done? Okay, you crash land on a deserted island, and you hear some guy yelling at Wilson. What do you do?
So I just hear some random voice going, Wilson.
Yes.
Knowing my luck, I don't survive the plane crash.
So I would just go immediately like, hey, Tom. Because I don't know his name.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, is it Tom Hanks acting as
Well, actually, no.
as
No.
the guy in Castaway, or is it the guy in Castaway?
It's the guy in Castaway.
Okay.
Well, I'd probably still like come up to him slowly just to make sure that it's Tom Hanks or Tom Hanks's character and not some psycho that's just yelling Wilson. And it's some person he just accidentally killed and it's a real person. And what if in that movie he was hallucinating the whole time and that was a person? Just
So
he thought a person was a volleyball.
He saves a volleyball,
Yeah.
thinking he saves a volleyball, when in actuality he's actually a hero.
Exactly.
But then doesn't the ball just fall off, and instead of just like going to get it, he's just like, oh, bye, Wilson.
Yeah. Just a food for thought.
Okay.
I'd sneak up on him and be like, hey, and once I realized who it was, I'd be like, hey, you don't need to hang out with Wilson anymore. You have me now.
Also,
So then he starts calling you Spalding.
But also knowing my luck, it would just be a parrot who had seen Castaway the movie and only learned how to yell Wilson.
That's funny.
And so the whole time I'm on this island, there's a parrot going, Wilson! Wilson!
Oh man, how long before you kill that bird?
Guess what's for dinner tonight?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh man.
Yeah, I'm
I'd
just
be like-
thinking of ways that it would just go poorly for me because that's usually how it would go in that situation.
I'd walk up to him if it is, real Tom Hanks character. I'd be like, so I hear we have dental. I have a toothache.
And he'll be like, I'm the captain now.
But yeah, so I'd slowly be hesitant to introduce myself is what it comes down to.
Yeah. I'd probably go up to him and be like, loved you in Toy Story.
You're like, what's Toy Story? I only know FedEx.
No,
Blockbuster Video, Des Moines, Iowa.
don't worry. Once we get off this island, I'll show you.
We'll watch it together.
Yeah.
In fact, let me reenact it. We have a lot of time.
It's like, why do you want me to be a character named Woody? I don't, and you get to be Buzz. Buzz sounds like a better character.
Trust me, you'll understand.
You think so, but bear with me during all these 4.
Just wait till we get to Toy Story 3 when there's hand holding.
And
You will cry.
You will cry. And you're part of it. And I will be there too. But I'm going to be Latin. I said Spatin. Latin. And it gets weird, but you'll appreciate it.
So do you think Wilson would want to be the pig or the dinosaur?
He looks more like Mr. Ham to me, the pig.
I don't know. I think Potato Head.
Oh, there we go.
Okay, yeah.
Yep. He's got to come back with some funny one-liners, though.
Yeah.
All right. My turn. I get Desert Island.
Ooh.
I feel like we just were on a desert island with that whole thing. All right. So Desert Island. Where is my desert island? There it is. Okay. All right. On this desert island, for some reason, you get to choose an animal to bring with you. Which animal do you bring?
Like a stuffed animal or
No.
like an animal?
Animal.
I'm going to bring a chicken so that it will lay eggs and keep me.
Oh, that's a good point. I was like, you can only kill it once. I thought you were going to think of
No.
frying it up or something.
Knowing my luck, I'd get the rooster.
This was the right one, right? It lays eggs.
I'd probably bring Grizz, my dog.
Your dog. Brett's got a good thing here with that. But I think I'd go with like a cow.
That's way too much work.
Just let him graze and then I'd, get some milk. Yes, it would be that awkward.
I can see like the rescue boat pulling up. And there's Jeremy underneath this cow, milking it right into his mouth. Like, what?
Actually, the funny thing would be is if like the rescue boat comes and it finds like him dead and right underneath it, and he'd been like kicked by
By the cow.
by the cow.
And they determined
There's,
like
like-
he only lived like a half of a day.
Half a day he got thirsty. He got kicked instead.
Oops, wrong button.
All right, Taylor. You're up with Could You Do It?
Could you do it? Could you do it? Could you guys be the president of the USA?
Oh,
I've thought about this numerous times. So, my opinion, and it all comes from the movie Dave.
yes, we're on the same wavelength.
So, in my opinion, President of the United States is a public servant. He is a servant. He works his butt off, just like in the movie Dave. And I would essentially just, it sounds so cliche. I'd surround myself with the smartest people. I'd try to find them out. We'd think tank everything. We just think tank like, hey, we're not leaving here until we figure this out, because we are servants. So, I mean, I don't think I'd be like a good president, but I'd definitely get the group together to, figure stuff out.
No, I totally agree. Like, if I were the president of the United States, I would do like what Dave does and just go through like the budget. It's like, really? Why are we like putting $50 million into the study of newts? Like, couldn't that like, you want like better healthcare, you want better this or whatever. Like, why don't we like put it towards actually helping people? And so like I would want to, but here's what I would have to do. I would never want to do any interviews on the news because I am the biggest critic of myself, and I would hate to hear criticism of me because then that would just destroy me. So, I mean, if it was like thrust upon me where, I was like the lone survivor, I think I would have to do it, but I would not run for president.
Also, if I got 4 years, I would also use President Palmer as somebody to follow after. And I would just, every week, I'd be like, hey, America, this is what I'm doing. This is what I'm trying to do. Just letting you know, after 4 years of everybody hearing what I'm trying to do and what I'm working on, I'd like to think that that's normal at that point. And then be like, oh, he's trying to do this. And
do you know what my first thing I would do? My first executive order, no more executive orders.
This is the last executive order.
Yeah.
See ya. Oh, and we're just going to executive order before that, release everybody from there. From there, we're going to get new people called in, and guess what? Not everybody's going to get paid $200,000 or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. That's stuff. Boring stuff.
Yep.
All right, Brett. Would you rather?
All right. Would you rather gamble your life savings on sports or in Alto crypto coins?
So what does Alto mean?
Like not Bitcoin,
like
the other minor coins.
Gotcha.
So is it, as far as like the gambling goes,
is anything we get to choose?
Yes. But it has to be sports gambling. You can't just like, go play blackjack or something like that. You have to go to a sports book and, the Yankees are favored -500 to beat the Seattle Mariners or something like that.
I think I'd do sports betting.
I think I'd do the sports betting as well.
That'd be more entertaining, less stressful somehow, because I feel like I can learn a lot about the teams and what they, essentially just do all my homework.
And here's the other thing, like the daily fantasy sports, like FanDuel and DraftKings.
Mm-hmm.
There's actually a select few, about 2 to 3%, which have figured it out, and they win regularly. So I think that is definitely,
so it's achievable.
So yeah, it's definitely achievable with where crypto
is.
I mean,
unregulated.
1 second Bitcoin is up at 60,000, and the next it's back down to under 30,000. Your entire life savings can be gone like that, where I feel like I'd have a little bit more control.
Yeah, I agree. What about you, Brett?
Sports.
Well, as somebody who was addicted to sports gambling at one point in time in his life, it's hard because you're very right, Taylor. Because I like to like check out what Bitcoin's doing because it went up to 60,000. It's like, oh man, if only like you would have bought it then, and now it's like 25 or something like that, and you're just like, wow, it dropped less than it's less than half of what it was worth like a year ago, and then it's just like, but maybe it could be worth, and you don't have to do anything. You could literally just put it in and forget it. For me, sports betting became it went from like I was very strategic. I knew exactly what I wanted to do. I knew exactly how I wanted to do things. And then because I was getting so good, I started becoming reckless.
Yep, that's the biggest part, is that you have to really temper.
See, that's the same
yourself.
thing with like at least stock trading. I found
it's
you become reckless too. It's greed.
Either way, it's you can make the money, but you have to be disciplined and stick to your plan.
Curb yourself.
Yeah.
All right, my turn. Kiss, marry, kill. Okay.
I have a really good one
I'm sorry. Maybe you can get a random question.
I always feel like I come up. That's the only one I'm good at is kiss, marry, kill.
Okay. This is a perfect one because it kind of sets up for our draft later. Stimpy, Patrick, or Pinky. So Ren and Stimpy, Patrick from SpongeBob, and Pinky from Pinky and the Brain.
Okay, killing Stimpy.
Yeah, definitely killing Stimpy.
I kind of figured that was where that was going.
I think I would marry Pinky because
You're
it would
what-
be a loving relationship. It would be like it could like teeter on like near insanity. But then I would. Who was the other one?
Patrick from
Patrick.
SpongeBob.
Yeah, I'd kiss Patrick. Yes.
He'd brag about it for years.
I'm gonna switch. I'm gonna marry Patrick, and kiss Pinky.
I don't know who I'd want to marry. I'd probably want to marry. Oh, I can't marry Stimpy. Pinky, so dumb, but Patrick is too.
But Patrick, I feel like Patrick. There's more to him.
The lid.
The lid.
The lid.
The lid.
The lid. The lid. The lid.
You know what? I think Patrick has more to him. So yeah, I'll marry him. I'll kiss Pinky and kill Stimpy. That's where I am.
All right.
All right. Taylor, last one. You get how much?
Okay. How much to fight Columbus from Zombieland?
Okay. I was like, so we're talking about Columbus as he gets to America. They're like, all right, put up your dukes.
So Columbus is, if you've seen the movie Zombieland, it's this kid who has survived a long time by a set of rules that he follows.
Now, is this like a cage match kind of fight against him, or can I sneak up on him, or what?
No, this is a cage like a cage fight type deal.
I mean, it's not like I want to fight, but if I'm gonna, is the option.
And here's the reason why I thought this is because he's been fighting zombies,
Yeah.
so he kind of knows some things.
But does
I
he have
think.
a shotgun? Yeah, we don't have guns, right? This is
Yeah, this is just like
old-fashioned fisticuffs.
yeah, and he also has been around Woody Harrelson's character,
Tallahassee.
Yeah, and so maybe he knows some hand to hand.
It's not to the death, right? Just fighting, good old-fashioned fighting.
Yeah, like
Okay,
we'll go 10 rounds.
I'd fight him for. First of all, I'd like to meet Jesse Eisenberg. That'd be great. But I'd say.
But you're not meeting. Jesse
I'd say $500.
Eisenberg.
$500 seems fair, especially if 10 rounds of work. Because that's what it's gonna be.
I guess that could end up happening. So yeah, you're
So
essentially fighting Jesse Eisenberg, who is impersonating Columbus.
I hate you in Social Network.
But I loved you in Zombieland. But I hated you as Lex Luthor.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he was a worse Lex Luthor. Yeah. Oh, so just out of curiosity, because I'm trying to gauge my like Columbus, his overall ability level. Is this at the end of the first movie, or are we encapsulating the second movie too?
We're encapsulating the second movie too.
Ooh, because now I feel as though the second movie made him tougher. Like if it was the,
But this is just how much to fight.
I
him.
know, but I'm just trying to like, what?
Yeah. How much of a beating you're gonna take?
Exactly. Because like if it was the first movie, I'm like, basically, I think he would still just be running around the octagon or whatever. And like that's his only go-to.
Cardio.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I feel as though in the second movie, having seen that one, which is not as good, the best part
Definitely
about
not
it
as
was the end scene with Bill Murray.
Uh-huh.
But with that, I feel as though he has a better opportunity to beat me. So with that in mind, I'll do it for $5,000. I feel as though he's tougher, and I could get some damage.
Yeah.
Yep. I feel like you could take him. Put up a good fight. All right. That moves us on to our next segment, which is channel surfing. I don't remember what it's called exactly. 90s channel surfing? Or is it
Something like that.
something like that? All right. So I'm going to roll a dice, a D12, that is going to come up with how many movies I'm going to give you to watch. So essentially, this is like back in the day, flipping through channels. You don't know what's on the next channel because we don't have the fancy channel surfing that we have today or streaming services. You don't know what the last channel is going to hit. And when it does, it's going to be the boring old Weather Channel. And I'm going to always let you at least have 3. So like we're always going to go 3 to 12. So here we go. Okay. I have my number and I have my movies. All right. First channel, you turn on the TV. It is called The Decline, a 2020 film. If you want, just like a spelling bee, you can ask for a description and genre.
The Decline of American Society.
For a second, I thought you were saying like this. The Decline is about a kid who was in doing spelling bees, and I'm like definitely changing the channel.
Yeah, it's the documentary about the kid during the spelling bee that passed out during the middle of it. Next.
What's it about?
Anticipating a disaster, Antoine, a father, attends a survivalist training given by Elaine in his autonomous hideout. In ... It's a genre. The genre is thriller.
Changing.
All right. Next is Jolt, 2021.
Synopsis.
Lindy is an acid-tongued woman with rage issues who controls her temper by shocking herself with an electrode vest. It's an action comedy.
Wait, isn't that Kate
Ooh.
Beckinsale?
I think it is.
I'm
Ooh,
watching.
I don't know.
That sounds so tempting.
I think it is. I think it's Kate Beckinsale. I love me some Kate Beckinsale. I am watching.
About a week ago,
If it's Kate Beckinsale.
I started accumulating a list of bad comedy horror movies, and some of them are on my Who Dis that we're going to be going over. I'm so excited to watch them. I'm going to pass, but
It is Kate Beckinsale. I am watching.
Okay. All right. Next channel for Brett. This Means War, 2012.
Oh,
that's the Chris Pine one, right?
Yep.
I'll watch that one.
Yeah, and Tim Hardy.
Yep. Tim Hardy and Reese Witherspoon.
Yeah, I'll watch that one.
I feel like we both got good shows.
We both won.
As far as the rating goes, Taylor won. It was 6.8 on the rating scale, and yours is a 6.1, Brett.
Nah.
But then the next channels that you missed out on was Carrie, 2013, Carrie. And then The Equalizer, 2014.
Ooh. Denzel Washington. That's a good one.
I'm happy with my pick.
Yeah.
All right.
So am I.
Next round. Fight. Okay.
Oh, Mortal Kombat's on? Watching.
All right. You turn on the TV, it's The Square, 2017 movie.
Next. I'm not even reading the synopsis.
I'm curious. What is it about?
A prestigious Stockholm museum's chief art.
Oh, barf. Changing.
Okay, next channel is My Spy, 2020 film.
Oh, My Spy. I feel like this is... I've seen a trailer for it.
I'm pretty sure you have.
Synopsis.
A hardened CIA operative finds himself at the mercy of a precious 9-year-old girl, having been sent undercover to serve ...
Oh, changing.
Changing.
I hated that. I started to watch it and I changed it. So
okay,
I'm
next
definitely
channel,
changing.
7, a 1995 film.
Oh, that's the like the
What's
Seven
in the
Deadly
box?
Sins.
What's in the box?
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm changing.
I'm changing too.
Okay, next channel, Fun with Dick and Jane, 2005.
Watching.
Hmm.
I love that movie.
I'm gonna chance it change.
Okay, so you're staying, right? You
Yeah,
said?
I'm staying.
Okay. Next channel, The Glass Castle, 2017.
Oh, read the synopsis for me.
A young girl is raised in a dysfunctional family, constantly on the run from the FBI. Living in poverty, she becomes of age ...
Change.
All right. Next channel, The Twilight Saga Breakdown, Part 1. Oh, Breaking Dawn.
Is that the final one? Please say it's the final one.
You know,
I can't tell you.
Here's what
Please, come on.
You know what? I'm sitting there thinking, I know Weather Channel is on the horizon. We have Twilight, Breaking Dawn. I'm weighing what would be more enjoyable.
And it's obviously
This is the 6th channel you've gone through.
I'm going to go with Twilight Breaking Dawn.
Oh.
Was
It
there
wasn't
one?
the last one. There was Ice Age Collision Course, a movie called Irreversible, 2002, and Valhalla Rising.
I'm sorry. You definitely lost this.
Yeah.
Hardcore.
As far as you stayed with Dick and Jane, right?
Yeah.
The ratings, the exact same, 6.1.
Wow.
Well, that is definitely not true. Twilight deserves to go down in history as one of the worst franchises.
Now, granted, here's what I will do. I will turn down the volume and I will do my best Whose Lines That Anyway thing, just, inserting random quotes and stuff.
You got diamonds all over your skin. Stab him with the stake and sell his skin for money.
All right.
Gosh, that's so dumb.
You guys turn on the TV this last round, and it's called Stoker, a 2013 film.
That just doesn't sound like a movie I'd want to watch, so I'm changing.
Synopsis.
After India's father dies, her uncle Charlie...
Change.
Next channel. Next channel, Stillwater, 2021.
Oh, this is Matt Damon, I believe.
Correct.
Oh, changing.
I don't know anything about it, but I'm changing.
Okay.
Can I pause this? Matt Damon has increasingly got uglier the older he's got. Like at one time he was like a heartthrob type person. Now he's just ugly. Isn't he like losing his hair?
His head has gotten bigger.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if he's got ugly, but he's not as attractive.
And he's a hypocrite, so changing.
Yeah.
Okay. The Trial of Chicago 7, 2020.
Ooh, synopsis.
I think this is on Netflix or Hulu.
Yeah, it sounds familiar.
What was supposed to be a peaceful protest turned into a violent clash with the police. What followed was one of the
I'm changing.
It sounds too relevant to what's happening in the news. Change.
Okay. The Lizzie McGuire movie, 2003.
Ooh. I love this movie. I'm changing.
Yeah, changing.
Dune, 1984.
Ooh, that's the
Ooh.
Patrick Stewart one, the TV movie. And we're getting super close. I don't remember enjoying it, but I watched it. I swear it was always once a month. It was always on the movie of the week on Saturday on Fox. And I never watched it because it just seemed boring. But because I know the Weather Channel is creeping up on me,
This is Channel 5, so you know.
I'm going to watch.
Okay.
I'm going to chance it and change.
Okay, next channel. Howl's Moving Castle, 2004.
Did you say owls?
No,
Howls.
Howls. Like,
It's like owl with an H at the beginning.
Oh, is it like a kid movie?
I would love it if, you know what?
Change. I'm just going to go.
That would be great if it was Hal from Malcolm in the Middle. Howl's
That'd
Moving
be
Castle.
great.
Oh, yeah, that would actually be
All right,
good.
next channel. Miracle in Cell Number 7.
What? I just want to hear what the synopsis
the
of it
synopsis
is.
sounds fantastic.
Separated from his daughter, a father with an intellectual disability must prove his innocence when he is jailed for the ...
I'll change.
It's a drama, comedy, family movie. It's interesting. All right. Next channel, 13 Hours. The Secret Soldiers of Benghazi, 2016.
Oh, totally watching.
Oh, you won.
That movie's fantastic.
I haven't watched it. That's the one with the dude from The Office,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
It's so good.
And so, as far as ratings go, Taylor won that one, 7.2, 6.3 for Brett.
Mm.
The rest of it was on the... You had two channels left. It was Walk the Line and The Outsiders.
Oh, phew.
I've never seen The Outsiders.
I haven't either.
I haven't either.
All right. Well, that concludes this segment.
I think I was totally happy with all the movies that I was watching.
And just like growing up in the 80s and 90s, I'm mildly disappointed.
Who dis?
All right. So I have Who Dis. However, I have changed this to Dis is multiple choice.
This is multiple choice, huh?
So I'm going to read you either a title. So on most of these, I'll read you the title, but some of them, the title gives it away. So I'm going to not read you the title. or a movie synopsis. And then I will give you a blank. And you need to fill in the blank with the correct option to finish either the title or the movie synopsis. So the first one is a movie called Picture Day. It is a 2013 comedy. A rebellious teenager is forced to blank. And here are your three options. Repeat her last year of high school, retake her driver's license photo, relive her school's picture day.
Okay, what is this? I'm trying to think of what I was, because I kind of zoned out right there.
So the movie is called Picture Day.
Okay, Picture Day. Oh, and she's forced to relive.
She's
okay.
forced to, a rebellious teenager is forced to blank, repeat her last year in high school, retake her driver's license photo, relive her school picture day.
I think this is school picture day, kind of like a groundhog situation.
Obviously I'm torn between the two that you mentioned that have pictures involved. One without pictures involved is obviously less enticing for this answer. I'm gonna go with driver's license.
All right. You are both incorrect. It is repeat her last year of high school.
Improper name for the movie.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right. The next movie, I watched the trailer for all of these, and I'll tell you, Picture Day looks boring. This next one, I'm totally into. The movie is called Spontaneous. It is a 2020 comedy. Mara Carlisle's life is forever changed when students in her senior class literally blank for no reason. It is A, disappear for no reason, B, dance for no reason, or C, explode for no reason.
I know which one I want it to be.
I feel like it's a dance, like it's a comedy.
If they just start dance for no reason, it's just Footloose 2 or 3.
Oh yeah, that's kinda true.
We don't dance in this high school. I'm spontaneously doing it. I can't help it.
I'm the Reverend. I'm going to take this in my own hands.
You'll dance when you're...
I'm going to choose
this
disappear.
movie turned dark.
I want it to be explode, but I'm going to choose disappear.
Oh.
But the fact that you said you want to watch it,
I
maybe
know.
it is explode.
I'm gonna go out on a crazy limb. Explode.
Okay, Taylor, you are correct.
Oh, should have gone with my once.
Mara Carlisle's life is forever. To me, I was watching the trailer for this. It looks, it's a so dark comedy. It looks so funny. Her life is forever changed when students in her senior class literally explode for no reason.
They're just in there, Miss, so boom.
Yes. That's exactly how the trailer goes.
I need to go to the bathroom.
It's definitely one of those movies that you know exactly what you're going to get, but you're going to enjoy the ride.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to look that one up.
Yeah, it's on Amazon Prime.
Ooh.
So the next movie is called Zapped. It is a 2014 comedy. 16-year-old Zoe Stevens is having a hard time adjusting to a new high school, a new klutzy dance squad, a new stepdad, 3 new rowdy stepbrothers, and an unruly dog. But things change when either an or a blank app on her smartphone begins to somehow control the boys around her. Is the app an exercise app, a social media app, or a dog walking app?
I think it's
You can go with the exercising app.
I'm going to go with a dog walking app.
Dog walking app is correct.
Oh, man. I need to go with which ones I want it to be. Maybe, the writers know what I want.
Yeah, I want to watch this movie. It looks so good also. All right, last one. I can't read the title because the title will give it away. It is a 2020 comedy. The synopsis is the story of a teenage boy who deals with the ups and downs of being lethally blank. So is the title of the movie blank that kill, or touch that kills, thoughts that kill, looks that kill?
So sorry, repeat. So
it is a 2020 comedy, the story of a teenage boy who deals with the ups and downs of being lethally blank. And so is the title of the movie. So that's the synopsis. I'm not going to give you the rest of it. The synopsis, so because it will give it away. But is the title of the movie Touch That Kills, Thoughts That Kill, or Looks That Kill?
Okay, this time I haven't been going with what I want it to be, so I'm going for it now. I'm going with thoughts.
Okay.
Let's see. Thoughts, touch, and
Looks.
I think it's going to be the looks.
Okay, with 3 points.
Oh my gosh.
Looks That Kill.
That was the other one. I was like, okay, I wanted to be this one, but it should be this one. That's where it swapped on me.
You didn't get a single one.
I did not.
I destroyed you.
Out of 4 choices, you went 3 for 1.
I think
you
that's
went
the best
0 for
I've
4.
ever done in a game in this show.
I was watching the trailer for this one, and the boy has a whole bunch of bandages around his face and sunglasses on, and he's sitting there talking to a psychologist, and the psychologist is like, "Oh, hey, it's not that bad. It's not that bad." And then suddenly his parents are in the waiting room, and they hear a thud, and and the boy's just like, "He didn't believe me."
Okay, I really want to watch that.
That's funny.
All right.
Draft, boom.
Boom. All right, so this week for Draft Boom, we're going to be drafting Nickelodeon shows. So any Nickelodeon from any time. Draft Boom is we're going to be drafting.
Not a sponsor. We haven't been doing that.
That's fine.
Yeah.
They know they're not sponsoring us.
Touche.
But yeah, we're going to be drafting.
We're giraffing.
We're giraffing.
We're giraffing.
Our favorite Nickelodeon shows. The Boom is the last round where we pick for each other a horrible Nickelodeon show that will hopefully make our team that much worse. Well, make the other person's team that much worse so that we're that much better.
Yeah.
And I realized I didn't even think of a Boom. Darn it. All right, but Brett's on the board. He's on the clock.
All right. So mine is easy. I'm going to go with Fairly Odd Parents. It is my favorite show. I remember being told, you know what? If you like really random stuff, you need to watch SpongeBob SquarePants. And so I started watching it, and it was, hit and miss. And then I was teased with a commercial for Fairly Odd Parents, and I've never looked back.
So SpongeBob is... You're to thank SpongeBob.
I think SpongeBob,
the gateway drug.
The gateway to finding Fairly Odd Parents. Yeah.
All right. I kind of figured if you remembered that I was on Nickelodeon, you were going to pick that one. All right. Well, that takes that off my list. What is in number 2? I'm going to just go with SpongeBob for my number 1. It's obvious, but if I don't take it, I feel like Taylor will.
What, take SpongeBob?
Yeah.
Okay. See, this one's hard because there's a lot of shows that we all watched.
Uh-huh.
Some might fall, some might not. I'm going to take one. No, that will fall to me. I got to take Legends of the Hidden Temple.
Okay.
Ooh.
I kind of figured you're going that way.
All right, you have the wheel.
Oh, okay. This is so hard because there's a lot of... I see myself waking up at Saturday morning at my grandparents' house and trying to get up before the rest of my family so I get to watch the shows that I want to watch.
Because you control the remote at that point.
Yes. And there are so many good ones. Oh, I don't think you guys will take this one. But I got to take it just because the show's funny. Angry Beavers.
Okay.
Never heard of it.
You've never? Oh my
No.
goodness. That show is so funny.
All right. So I'm back on the clock. Let's see here. I did have Angry Beavers written down. I probably wasn't going to take it.
Dang it. I should have saved that one then. Okay.
I'm going to choose Salute Your Shorts.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
that one's on my list as well.
All right.
That was just a good, funny show.
So I'm going to pick Are You Afraid of the Dark?
I
Yeah,
had that on my
that's-
list too.
Because I was hoping for a wheel pick of Are You Afraid of the Dark and the
Salute Your Shorts.
Salute Your Shorts. And even though it's on a list of worst Nick shows, I'm gonna pick Rocco's Modern Life.
Oh, that's not a worst Nick show.
I know, but
Yeah, that one's a good
I
one.
looked up a list and it's like number 3 on worst Nick shows. So yeah, I'm gonna pick Rocco's Modern Life.
I like my favorite line from there is "Garbage day is a very dangerous day," and then the big heads next door. What does she always say?
How dare
That's
you?
right. Man, every single one
Oh,
of your
it's-
picks
it's
except
me
for
again?
Legends of the Hidden Temple I had on my list.
Okay.
No, it's back to me. Oh no, Brett's got the
Didn't
wheel.
you just
I just got
pick
the
some?
wheel.
Oh, what
I
was
did
it?
Are You Afraid of the
Oh,
Dark?
yeah, that's
and I
right.
did Rocco's Modern
I
Life.
spaced out. I was thinking of your Rocco's Modern Life thing and the fact that it was the worst.
I mean, if I get a third one, I know exactly what I'm.
Okay, so it's my turn. This will be the last good one for me. There's a couple. I think the one that I really enjoyed the most was Real Monsters
Yeah, that's a good one.
that I'm looking at the list here. Okay.
Okay.
Taylor,
I'm
back
glad
up.
that I gotta take all that.
All that. I saw Keenan and Kel, but why didn't I think of all that?
Oh, all that was really funny. I remember laughing hysterically multiple times.
All right, Taylor. So you get to give Brett his boom.
Okay. I
I-
know people would disagree with me on that one.
No, you could give me Hey Dude. It's okay. I'll take
Hey,
that.
dude, what is that one about? I forgot.
It's about a ranch.
Oh, okay, yeah. I didn't watch it too much.
You can give me Pete and Pete. I'll take that.
Yeah, I'm trying to get inside your head. Like, which one would you absolutely hate? Which ones did I hate?
You can do this from any time frame.
Here's a random one that I know I haven't seen because if I did see it, it would have been changed. Nick News.
That's what you're giving to Brett?
Yep.
All right.
I'm just going out.
That's so
on a
funny
limb.
because I saw that too. I was just like, I don't think anybody will give that to anybody. So that was my boom. So I need to readjust.
Okay, Taylor. Brace for this.
Okay.
I'm giving you Peppa Pig.
Oh, you were the freaking worst. I forgot about.
I saw it on a list.
I want to change mine.
No,
I want to change mine.
We can't.
I want to change mine. I'm
can't-
changing mine.
Nope.
What are you going to give me? I won't give it to Jeremy. I
Paw
promise.
Patrol.
Oh yeah, that's on there. I was between Paw Patrol and Peppa Pig, but I was like, Peppa Pig's so much worse.
Every single creator and voice actor for Paw Patrol needs to go.
Paw Patrol, be there in the double.
I hate you, Jeremy.
All right. I've not seen this. I know some of my students like it, but it is the worst rated Nick show on IMDb with a 1.6 rating. It is called Fred.
Fred.
The synopsis of Fred is Fred, a boy with a freakishly high voice, goes on many crazy adventures.
Yeah, that sounds like it'd be pretty terrible.
All right, so we're ending the draft with Brett.
Your logic checks out.
Fairly Odd Parents,
Uh-huh.
Rocco's Modern Life.
Yep.
Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Yep.
And Nick News.
Mm-hmm.
I have SpongeBob SquarePants, Salute Your Shorts, Real Monsters, and Fred. And Taylor, you have Legends of the Hidden Temple, Angry Beavers, all that, and Peppa Pig.
So let's just give some shout outs to some.
What about Hey Arnold?
Like Hey Arnold was great.
Yeah.
I liked Hey Arnold. I liked Doug, Keenan and Kel,
Rugrats,
Rugrats.
Kablam. That was one I'm hesitant to pick on because I don't think anybody appreciates
I
it like I
never
did.
liked the Wild Thornberries.
I never saw it.
I almost wanted to go with Double Dare because
Yeah.
it was just such a
Double Dare,
fun
yeah.
show.
Guts. I had Guts on there.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
Spill Your Guts.
Did you ever watch Pete and Pete? I know Brett did.
Love Pete and Pete.
I never watched Pete and Pete.
Artie, the strongest man
in the
in
world.
the world.
Cat Dog was another one. Rocket Power. I liked Rocket Power.
I don't think I've heard of that one.
Figure It Out was another one that I love to watch. It's where they have to like figure out what the invention that the kid or whomever, and if they say like the key word, then they get slimed.
You just
So,
said
yeah.
the magic word. Ah!
So yeah.
All right. Well, let's move on to our one recommendations.
All right. So just to connect with last episode that I wasn't there, I will just quickly double on what Taylor recommended, the Terminal List. I finished that. That is a great series. I thoroughly enjoyed it. My one recommendation, though, is for this week is I was watching on Pluto TV, which I absolutely enjoy watching, even though it has commercials. There's a Love Boat channel. I have found really thorough enjoyment in the TV comedy series Love Boat.
Back in the day, Love Boat?
Yeah. It started in 77 and went all the way up to 88 or something.
Did you ever watch it as a kid?
No. Because I always thought it was a serious show. And so it just sounded boring. But I'm sitting there watching it. And so yesterday I watched 3 episodes in a row. One of them I had Yankees legends Reggie Jackson or whatever. There's 3 stories that go on at the same time, and not only is it a comedy, but I feel as though there is a really good story at the center of it. One of them, there was this young boy who is, everything is going all right with him. He's on a cruise with his parents, and his parents are fighting, and so he starts internalizing it's his fault that his parents are fighting. And so I'm like, wow, not only is it funny, but there are these moral lessons that can be learned. And so then they're just no, it's not your fault. There's problems or blah, blah. And so it's quite interesting. There's this other one where this lady was getting ready to turn 40, and it's weird hijinks and stuff like that. But she's massively depressed because she's not married. And she feels as though that her life is she's ruined her life. And it's just within these comedies, there's to me some really interesting aspects that I think I wish was kind of in modern TV, because I think there's lots of stuff that could be learned and talked about. Whereas now it's, I don't know, over-representation, this, that, or whatever, and then, certain messages where I kind of like watching retro shows because everything was more simpler. There was a message. It was funny. It might have been over the top, but it was still enjoyable. And so I recommend The Love Boat.
All right. I know that when I started watching Three's a Company as an adult, I was like, oh, this isn't as boring as it looked.
Yeah.
So it might be up that same boat for me. All right. This is groundbreaking. I'm going to do a music recommendation.
What?
He's going to recommend blah, blah, from blah.
It's funny because I said probably just 3 episodes back or something like that I'll probably never do one. But I've been really digging AJR, which me and Taylor talked about it yesterday. Most people know it from Taylor. What's that song?
The Bang.
Yeah.
Bang, bang, bang.
Yeah, but I like a lot of their other songs way more. I don't know if you've heard that Bang Bang song.
No.
I like Bummerland. Bummerland's a good song. There's a couple other. I'm pulling them up now. Yeah, it's just called Bang, that one song. I think it's Way Less Sad is also a funny song. I mean, a great song, not funny song. And so on. So AJR, it's kind of like an orchestra. I don't know what AJR stands for. I don't know if whatever. But anyway. Oh, okay. Yeah, they have a song called OK Orchestra that also is pretty good too. So yeah. I'm surprising myself in giving that. It's just been popping up on my Pandora very regularly, all the different songs. I'm like, oh, I like them. So yeah, that's my recommendation.
Okay. Mine's a very focused recommendation. This goes out to the New York Knicks. Trade for Donovan Mitchell already. Or don't.
Give 7 draft picks and Emmanuel Quickley is what I want.
Well, Emmanuel Quickley, and we also want Quentin Grimes and Obi Toppin.
Yep. There we go. Do it.
So just do it already. You want a star. Apparently Donovan doesn't want to be here in Utah. I recommend that you just freaking do it already.
He's going to get more expensive by the day.
Yep. So do it. All right, useless scouts, get out of here.